Welcome to today's lesson. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to earn your night's sleep. There's this quote by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, one of my favorite authors and poem writers. A Psalm of Life is probably my favorite poem, my favorite piece of literature. But the quote goes, I'll read it to you here. It's in his poem, The Village Blacksmith. Basically, it's the story of this blacksmith who's in a village, right? And he's working with his hands. He's being honest, right? It says he wipes his brow with honest sweat. There's honest sweat that he's earned, right? He's put in his effort doing these things, and it talks about, just about how his life, and sort of it's an honorable perspective and look at someone. I'll probably make future videos on this as well, and you should read it, the whole thing for yourself as well. But I'm just going to read this excerpt near the end. It goes, "Each morning sees some task begin, each morning sees it close. Something attempted, something done, has earned a night's repose." Now, I want to hit on that last section there. Something attempted, something done, has earned a night's repose. And what Longfellow is getting at here is that this blacksmith, this man, did something that earned him his rest. Right? Too many of us, we go through life just being distracted all day, especially during the summer. You know, you work a job or whatever, but every other time is spent scrolling. When you're in school, you go to school, you work a job, maybe you go to the gym, you're in a sport, maybe. And then every other time you scroll. You're not really earning your night's rest, is kind of what he's saying. At least that's what I'm telling you. And I see this in the Bible as well. We are supposed to exhaust ourselves, supposed to tire ourselves out with the work that we do, the effort that we put in for good things. And that's how we earn sleep, right? I think about how people used to live when they would live by how the sun worked. You know, they would rise. When the sun rises, they would get to work. And then they would make dinner and typically go to bed after that, or I don't know if they worked after that and then went to bed. But point is, they went to bed when the sun went down because they finished their work. There's nothing more that they could do. They didn't have, electricity and lights like we do today. They earned their sleep with the effort they put in. Now, I'm not saying we go back to that necessarily as nice as it would be in some ways, but we have to look at the principle of it. What is it saying? Right, it's saying that we need to earn the rest, earn the sleep, right? And what I used to do is, if I wasn't tired before I did something because I didn't put in the work the day of, I would scroll on my phone before I went to bed or watch YouTube videos for a couple hours. And it wasn't bad, but it was just a waste of time. It was trying to make myself tired and exhausted by watching videos and getting all that pleasure and dopamine from that. And looking back, it's like that was it really was hurtful to me because it disrupted my reward system, right? I was supposed to earn the sleep that I have sleeping on this bed from the work that I put in. And I think because we used to do so much blue collar work or more involved work with things, with physical work, that's probably the best word for this, with physical work, we could directly correlate that with it weakening our body. But now we're so mentally exhausted more than we are physically exhausted. So our mind's weak, but our body isn't. And it is a blessing at the same time that we have all these new possibilities with, doing different types of tasks that aren't all physical work. And in some areas that's good. It keeps us safer from injury, but it also weakens our work and rest cycle. I'm kind of getting too far ahead of myself in this video. But so I want to go back to the start. Right, you need to earn your rest. And how do you earn it? You earn it by exhausting yourself and putting in the effort. By daily working at whatever you're doing. If you're going to school, working. But pursue something else. Pursue something of your craft, something creative. For me, that's these videos. I play guitar as well. But that's just for my enjoyment and for my skill. These videos are for a possible future, for explaining my thoughts and trying to find other people like me. Right? And it's all about the effort and consistency of showing up every day. And then when I go to bed tonight, I can know I put in the effort. I exhausted my resources and I'm tired and I'm allowed to sleep. Because sleep is good when it's used correctly. So that's my challenge to you guys. Fill your day with things that are worthy of your time. Eliminate the distractions the best that you can. Do things that truly exhaust your physical body. Exercise and be active. Work hard and diligently. Put in the effort, and the effort that you put in will exhaust you and earn you your sleep. It will earn you your night's repose, as Longfellow put it. Each morning sees some task begin, each evening sees it close. Something attempted, something done. We don't have that in our lives much anymore, unfortunately, with how society is and how we've progressed past many things. I think we need to get back to this. Not in the way it was before we're trying to recreate it, but implementing the principle into our own lives. Exhausting ourselves with whatever we do. And what that comes down to is not giving into the comfort and the ease of pleasure, a fake pleasure. True pleasure is that true rest where you finish your day and you can watch the sunset with a smile on your face, maybe with a loved one around you, and then you've earned your rest. You've earned that rest, but not before you did the work during the day. When you put in the effort during the day, and in the morning through noon, you were sweating, either physically or even through the work that you do that isn't just being outside physically sweating, or maybe it's both. The point is the principle: you put in the work. You earned that sleep. So that's my call to you guys. Earn your rest. Put in the effort. Put in the work daily to earn it. Find what that work is for you. Find what it is and simply do it. Don't wait for something to be perfectly right. Don't wait for the perfect right time. There isn't one. The second best time to start is now. So start now and keep going. And don't lose hope, because you'll see the wins along the way. So attempt something during the day and see it close. Even if it's not the full thing, if it's a big project, not the full thing, but just steps to getting there. Same thing when you're reading a book. You don't read it in one sitting. You read chapters at a time. Or you stop at certain areas within chapters because it's such a long chapter. That's how life is. Some day you finish 3 chapters. Other days you finished half of one. Either way, you're seeing something getting done and the work put in. Earn your night's sleep. Thank you for your time.